game anyway.
So I think we're going to see a straw poll right now, right?
Or not, and we might just rush into the match. Or
There
there is actually a straw poll. We have Baddy and Vortex with 44 and 56% for Vortex.
Yeah, slight favorite goes to Vortex right here.
That's interesting. Like Baddy was more like of a favorite player who got out of the group, and Vortex had to claw him his way out of the group, right?
But Vortex bet Ekop 2-0, well, lost 2-3 in the end, but he performed really well in his last match, actually. And let's see if he can do it once again, and we might just jump right into the game. And see Control Warrior versus surprising Zulok.
Okay, so like Vortex is trying to play some mind games here, and he probably predicted that Baddy will open with the rush deck because the Baddy was playing Zoo and he has a Hunter, as we know. So he took Warrior to counter those decks, and Baddy delivered. He's playing Zulok.
But good start for Vortex here. Taskmaster to ping something away. Fiery War Axe to kill the first minion. And the shield block.
Shield Slam. Yeah, it's a very cool hand when you are facing the Zulok. On the other hand, Zulok got a coin, but didn't get a second one-drop to be very like fast with damage. Voidwalker doesn't do much pressure here, so it only dealt 1 damage. And there is a Flame Imp. So the hand might improve, like if he plays Juggler and Flame Imp, or like he can also play the Crusader here.
Yeah, we might discard Crusader here just to counteract the Axe.
Yeah, Crusader I think might be better.
But then Knife Juggler maybe doesn't do enough damage. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, like if you play Knife Juggler and Flame Imp, he gets 1 damage, and then he will get another 3 damage because he will definitely kill Knife Juggler.
Well, he can kill both with 1 armor up and shield slam, so he could clear the complete board.
Effect,
yeah.
That would be 2 minions dead, and now he can do it also, but like still has to waste some of his cards for this.
I'm pretty sure we're going to see Taskmaster here. He's not going to use a shield slam to kill the 3-1.
You want to have like shield slam for the bigger health minions.
Yeah, like the Knife Juggler, the Flame Imp, the Shattered Sun Cleric, stuff like that.
So, what is going to happen here? Knife Juggler, Flame Imp, Soulfire? That seems to be not worth it.
Yeah, definitely. And he will be hoping to discard another Soulfire.
Good job.
Good job.
Interesting that he decided not to play the Flame Imp first.
Maybe he wanted a bigger percentage to keep the Soulfire, but
I think he actually wanted a bigger percentage to keep the Doomguard.
To keep the Doomguard.
Well, the good thing is he could just double Shield Slam here, which would be, I don't know if it's good, but board is clear.
It is really good right now.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Like he has only 3 damage on himself because he has like 25 health and 2 armor, and Warlock is already out of the cards and getting low.
Yeah, I mean, you're always going to use those shield slams against small minions anyway. You never have enough armor up against Doomguard, or you have to get the shield block and armor up and then shield slam.
Yeah, and from Doomguard you will have execute.
Yeah,
and he
exactly.
just
gets
got
execute and can now draw some cards to get more options in his hand.
He's totally safe right now. With shield block, he can even play that Big Game Hunter. I would probably play shield block and armor up just to see what
He might want to keep it to second Taskmaster, the Doomguard, and just Big Game Hunter it away. Possible play here.
Oh, that's also an interesting play. That's true.
I mean, he used the first one, and the second one is like out of 22 cards, won't happen, but it's a possible play.
And then Warlock is in a spot when you really want to play the Doomguard. The cards are not that meaningful. Yeah, he decides to keep the cards.
I mean, he lost both Soulfires already, so the only card that he might draw that sucks when having Doomguard, having to play Doomguard, is another Doomguard. So what he doesn't want to draw is another Doomguard, but both Soulfires are gone already, so he doesn't really have to play the Doomguard right away.
I wouldn't volunteer. I would just drop my Karen, I guess.
I mean, getting rid of those Divine Shields is actually alright.
But if he has an Argus...
Yeah, I mean, of course, now he doesn't have anything for doesn't have an Execute enabler. So maybe playing the Cairn would have been better, actually.
I think he was more like expecting to see Defender of Argus instead of a Doomguard, because he didn't play a Doomguard on turn 5.
But the biggest problem is, as Ekop said, there's no enabler for Execute and pretty much a dead card at the moment in his hand.
So he used 1 Whirlwind, he used 1 Taskmaster, but he still has like 1 more Taskmaster, and he's playing minions. Yeah, no Whirlwind, but he's playing minions, so if he needs to, he can always like attack into it.
And Baddy is clawing his way back into the game.
Yeah, like he established a solid board. He still has that Doomguard that he didn't use, and next turn he will be able to play Scarlet Crusader and Doomguard, and discard like one card that doesn't have any meaning.
That hopefully might be the second Doomguard, at least for Vortex.
That is the problem that you usually have as a warrior control against the Aggro Warlock. Even if you handle all the early aggression, there's just going to be a constant flow of minions that you cannot stop at all.
Yeah, you just run dry with your removal, and well, if you don't draw cards from Acolyte of Pain,
There is
you're
a
just
second
without cards.
Doomguard in his hand.
Oh wow, that was a really unfortunate draw.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. He will play Crusader and Doomguard anyway.
Yeah, but losing that second Doomguard is actually really bad. He would have much rather lost something bad.
Yeah, like a one-drop.
The good thing, there is still Karen on the board, so he can run him in to actually enable the execute if he wants to.
This is interesting. Like, I would definitely play Scarlet Crusader and Doomguard. He somehow wants to...
He wants to
Get
discard
scarred.
the two non-Doomguard cards,
Yes.
apparently. That's what he's planning to do.
Well, it worked already in several matches this weekend, that actually the two other cards went away and the player could play two Doomguards.
You really want to attack that Acolyte of Pain, so that the warrior draws only one card out of it.
Second execute. That's useful.
Well, this executes will be useful against the Doomguards if he... he discards the Doomguard, unfortunately.
Well, still the shield bearer is pretty useful. He's not able to reach that Doomguard.
He did not attack with the Argent Squire.
Didn't he?
No.
That's correct. Grimash. And 9 mana. That's exactly what you want to see to kill that Doomguard now. And
He's
I
gonna-
would
yeah,
run Karen in.
He has to run Karen into the Doomguard, I think. Right? Or not?
I don't know why he didn't do it the other way around. It would be way safer here, and he would have like big Karen out.
Well, I mean, it's okay. I guess he wants to go for the most valuable trades, just to keep his minions on the board as long as possible.
Is he going to silence the...
Well, he has to. The Karen, that is.
Well, he can silence Grommash and trade.
But silencing Karen is so much better. Not having to put up with that second
token.
minion.
He can go for the face as well. Like, why not?
Yeah, he's not counting with 2 executes, I guess. And there's still
He is
extra.
running Leroy, right?
He's running. Not sure.
Okay.
I mean, we saw Argent Commanders. I don't know if he's actually running 2 Argent Commanders maybe instead of Leroy. So would you trade or rather face?
With 3 cards in hand, I would probably trade.
But everything is like, if he would know there are 2 executes, he would just be like, damn it.
I mean, those guys are taunted up. There's no reason to trade.
That's true. But you always have to fear like the whirlwind execute, slam execute, and
I would more fear. I would more expect like Alexstrasza next turn. That's why I wouldn't attack. Because if I attack and he gets Alexstrasza, then he heals up, trades conveniently for him. Yeah, but I mean,
so he attacks and executes probably. I would draw a card first, so you don't have to attack here.
Or maybe he wants to play Alexstrasza here.
But I mean, playing Alexstrasza or armoring up is somewhere equal, and I prefer armoring up.
Armoring up doesn't put an 8/8 on the board.
That's true there.
yeah, and he can push for the win next turn.
Exactly.
There is a shield bearer.
Baddy's not out of this game yet.
Must cleanse the Sunwell.
If he has a Leroy, there's still the potential to burst some damage out.
Well, the Soulfires are out. Doomguards are out. So there's only the Leroy.
And there's Faceless Manipulator on... Yeah, on what? Alexstrasza? More Alexstrasza?
No, you faceless. You face.
Faces doesn't work here.
Well, oh yeah, because the Grommash is
Yeah, the Grommash is
silenced.
silenced. It doesn't
Yep.
have charge
Damn.
anymore.
I mean, he gets an Frothing Berserker Rampage mode here. That's pretty useful.
Why not going for face and for the win next turn?
Just
He
absolute
wants to
safe
punish
play
his
here.
enemy, see him driven before him, and hear the lamentation of the women.
Baddy loses the first game with his Zulog, and that's sad for him because he loves his Zulok. He said it to me. He feels most confident with that deck, going a lot of wins.
And the matchup was actually in favor of Baddy.